Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another weekend of the Deloitte Netball Super League 2026. The first game of the day is between Llabten and Sneakers. Very shortly, we will have the first center pass on the way. This is round 2 of the Deloitte Netball Super League. Very exciting stuff as we see our international players take the court. For this first quarter, you will see for Llabten is Falida Kardodi at goal defense position. Both teams are just on court, getting ready. We just got about 1 minute before we have our first center pass. We want to start as punctually as possible. All the players are very enthusiastic and just ready to get things underway. Today we've got an excellent lineup of matches. Right now, Sneakers versus Llabten at 2 p.m. We will see Fier Orcas take on Blaze, and at 4 p.m. Swiss will take on Mannas. This is only the second weekend of round 2. Once again, we will welcome international players, each team having one international player from various countries, such as Malawi, Uganda, and Zimbabwe. The international players are required to play a minimum of 2 quarters, a maximum of 3. And here's Angelina of Sneakers with the first pass. The international players provide an excellent variety to the matches. Here's Amandeep Kaur with the first shot of the game. Rachel Ling now, the center, will get Llabten started. Hannah Thomas, the wing defense, passes it off back to Rachel. Hannah Thomas there under pressure, pressurized by 3 defenders, just loses possession of the ball. Sneakers doing a massive amount of work on defense. Amandeep now with the second attempt. She misses. Falida trying to gather for the rebound, but it falls to Anna, and now back to Amandeep right under the post. She will sink that one in. Puts goal number 2 on the scoreboard for Sneakers, and here Sneakers are with their center pass yet again. Will they make it 3 for 3? Rachel Ling with a massive amount of work on defense there, gathers the ball. And here Llabten is with the turnover. You see goal defense for Llabten, Falida there. Falida is from Uganda. She's 27 years old. She stands at 185 centimeters. And she has 38 international caps to her name. There she is, offloading the ball to Rachel Ling. Rachel's just citing Charlotte there. Charlotte doesn't quite want to put that in. Tries to get a little bit closer with the split. Trying to work the ball, trying to be patient. Rena gets a hand to it, just couldn't quite keep possession of the ball. So it will be a throw-in now to Llabten. Janine takes that throw-in. Another lob to Charlotte. Being very patient now. Llabten. Here's Charlotte with her first attempt. She sinks that one in, very happy with the range, right under the post, something that she's comfortable with. Puts the first goal for Llabten on the scoreboard. Llabten center pass now to make things even. It is very early days, so it's quite hard to say which way this game will go, but Sneakers have been in pretty good form this competition. Here's Charlotte with another goal under the post, the same spot that she shot at earlier. Amandeep just finds herself all under the post. Easy shot for her. Here's Llabten now with their center pass. Beautiful long ball to Charlotte. The defenders of Sneakers, they're just getting caught off guard a little bit, trying to come up a little bit higher, hopefully hoping to create a turnover outside the goal circle, however, leaving Charlotte all alone in the goal post, and just good vision there for Llabten to put that one in. Meanwhile, very efficient and quick play on attack from Sneakers. as Amandi sings in goal number 4. Falida getting very involved in the center pass. That's a quick center pass to Charlotte. Thinks that that's a lot more efficient now from Llabten. Can they maintain this form? Well, we'll just have to watch to find out. Amandi again. She's put in all the goals so far for Sneakers. Only missed just the one. Rachel to Janine. Janine a little bit stuck. Passes it off to Falida. But Kaiwei just right under her. Gets her hand to it. Gets her fingertips on it. Does enough to get a turnover. And here they are again in the blink of an eye in the circle. Obstruction call there against Falida outside the circle. Kaiwei offloads it to Amandip. Again, close range. Sinks that one in. Goal number 6. Amandip will take a longer range shot now. Just rolls along the rim and falls out. Falida gathers his rebound, so Llabten now on attack. Falida offers height in the attack, very easy to spot her, and seems like the tallest player on the court right now. Possibly Charlotte or Rena close to her, but they're in the circle, so you know that height on true court attack really does make a difference, and it is making a difference for Llabten right now as they put in goal number 5. Only one goal the difference between the two. Beautiful center pass attack. Janine just receiving it just across the line. That's the kind of efficiency that Llabten will look to gain momentum off. Falida doing a massive amount of work, just overcommitted there against Anna. Anna very smart to do a quick change of direction. Beautiful turnover there by Llabten. Long one to Charlotte from Janine. And now in the goal third, they are finding a little bit challenging, a massive amount of pressure from Sneakers. Lots of, Janine just hitting the deck. She's holding on to her right ankle right now. But here we are, Charlotte with goal number 7. Puts Llabten in the lead. Janine just on the deck right now. Didn't quite see what happened, but it is her ankle. So umpire is just holding the time here for injury, allowing for a change to happen. Janine is 22 years old. She's featured in 5 NSLs and is part of the Singapore Vendors squad. So hopefully nothing too serious, but here she is getting some assistance off the court. The physio will be attending to her, and we'll see a change in that wing attack position. Rachel moves to wing attack now. And I believe that's Ashley that comes on at center. Llabten looking to make another technical substitution here. Michelle coming off. Seems like we have Caitlin on it, goal defense for layup for Kaiwei. She provides a lot of flair to the Sneakers attack. Falida now again getting involved in the center pass attack. Shot spotted Charlotte just under the goal post, but just can't quite contain it. What a missed opportunity that was for Llabten. They are 1 goal up. But Sneakers are just going to be trusting the process right now. Amandi doesn't want to shoot the longer range, wants to work the ball a little bit closer. She moves out of the way, comes back into the way for Lida there with massive arms over the shot. Kaiwei with the rebound. Amande back in possession, sings goal number 8. Draw things for Sneakers. So we're back a level. 8-all. Sneakers in possession of the center pass. Goal number 9 for Sneakers. Llabten now to make things level. Beautiful lob there to Charlotte. Great hold against Uzma. Quick hands between Anna and Kaiwei. Switches the ball side to Angelina. Kaiwei takes a long shot, sings that one in. It's goal number 10 for Sneakers. Llabten back in possession. We're about 1 minute 45 seconds away from the very exciting super shot. This super shot is featured for the first time here at the Deloitte Netball Super League 2026. We've seen it since round 1. And it really does make all the difference. The super shot brings added excitement and tactical depth to the game. In the final 5 minutes of each quarter, each goal is worth 2 points instead of 1 when the shooters successfully shoot from a designated super shot zone within the goal circle. When that happens, you will know it. I will keep you informed of when that happens. But here, getting back to the action here. Felida getting really involved in true cut. A beautiful long ball there to Charlotte. Charlotte Jazz can't quite sink it. So Uzma gathers the rebound and Sneakers are back on the way on that true court attack. Long one to Rena. So as Felida has offered height in true court attack for Llabten, I think Rena provides the same for Sneakers. Just an easy option to sight for Sneakers and Llabten for both teams. When you have that extra bit of height in the middle as you're transitioning from the goal, from the defensive goal set to the attacking goal set. Rachel doing a massive amount of work, eventually gets the center pass perfectly just across the transverse line. Another lob now for Charlotte. 3 seconds now to the super shot, and you will hear the siren go off. Not sure if you can hear that, but that is the siren indicating the super shot zone has been activated. So every goal in the super shot zone where Amande is right now is worth 2 points. Sneakers have 2 very good shooters in Kaiwei and Amande who are very capable of scoring many super shots. But we've seen Llabten as well having their share of super shots. Just contact call there against Charlotte. So Sneakers will want to take advantage of it. It is right now 11-all on the clock. 4 minutes. 11-all on the scoreboard. 4 minutes left on the clock. Charlotte now with the 1, does not want to shoot it, passes it out, shuffles herself back into the 2. She will make an attempt, doesn't quite fall in for her. Rena gathers the rebound. The super shot zone is pretty far away. It is about, I think, 3 meters out from the goalpost. So that is a pretty long range shot that the shooters or the teams will be attempting for. It is worth 2 points though. Sometimes it's just worth the risk. Yeah, that's right. The super shot zone is 3 meters radius from the goalpost. So that is a pretty long range shot. Oh, beautiful effort there from Hannah Thomas. Just run through it. Couldn't quite pick it up. The ball just bounces to Rena. She had an easy pickup there. Oh, Kaiwei just trying to save the rebound. Felida in the way. The ball bounces off Felida. Amande now with the 2. Obstruction there against Felida. So Amande will have another opportunity to sink a super shot. Felida tactical decisions and elements that's been elevated with the introduction of the swap. And it's been quite interesting to see how teams have chosen to do a variety of tactics. 2 minutes on the clock now. Winding now. Llabten is in the lead. Just one goal in the lead. Charlotte herself. Obstruction there against Rena. So Charlotte was given an option to 2 on the 1. Charlotte was pretty sure she wanted to take the 1, but umpire just reiterating again, reminding her that she had the option of 2 to 1. Somebody from the bench just saying, yeah, she chose 1. It's quite funny. But I guess it's a bit uncommon. You would think that teams would want to take the 2. Amandi now choosing to take the 1. Puts them 1 goal behind of Llabten. Llabten now in possession. 1 minute remaining on the clock. Llabten really being very patient with the ball. Organiser just being threatened there by Angelina. Llabten remain in possession. A stronghold from Charlotte. Usma just does so well to gather the rebound. Highway all alone. A long way now. There she is with the 1 for Sneakers. Puts them 13 all. Sneakers in possession. This is a very closely contested game so far between the 2 teams. 40 seconds remaining on the clock. Super shot zone still activated. Here's Highway to pull the lead to 2 goals to difference. Highway sends that one in really easily. Llabten with the center pass. 30 seconds on the clock. Lots can happen in 30 seconds. Having to play the ball back. Obstruction call there against Rena. She's not quite sure what's happening. Umpire just having to hold time to set the penalty up. Well, what are Llabten going to do? We've got 10 seconds now. Are they going to go for the 2? Are they going to go for the 1? They are 2 goals down, but there's still 3 quarters to play for. They're really taking a lot of time here. Unfortunately, could not get an attempt, and that's how quarter 1 ends. Sneakers 15, Llabten 13. We'll be back very shortly with the second quarter. Super League 2026. We're coming at you live from Jurong East Sports Hall. This is round 2, game 1 between Sneakers and Llabten. After the first 15 minutes, Sneakers have taken the lead through a super shot from Mandeep, who is taking goal number 1 now for Sneakers. The current score stands at 15-13, just 2 goals separating the two teams. The round 2 of the Deloitte Netball Super League sees our international players who will take the court. There is 1 international player for every team who will participate in the Deloitte Netball Super League. They are required to take a minimum of 2 quarters, maximum of 3 in each game. Early on in the first quarter, we saw Falida Kadondi from Uganda taking the court at goal defense for Llabten. And right now we see Milia Soko from Malawi at the center position for Sneakers. Milia is 20 years old. She stands at 174 centimeters and has 4 international caps to her name. The introduction of the international players in round 2 offers a variety of play, a different kind of challenge that we're normally used to seeing in the local netball scene, you know, as we appreciate that variety of countries, a variety of skills and styles of play. So that really changes things up for everybody, not just in terms of how other teams play, but there is some adjustment required for each team as well to perhaps adapt to the international players' introductions. A lob now to Charlotte. That's commonly the way that the ball is being fed to Charlotte. She does a very strong hold against Uzma, and it gets lobbed right over her head into the space way back. But this time around, she lunges forward, pops up quite nicely, and sinks goal number 16 for Llabten. Things are even. Stevens here, 16 all. Mandeep with a good change of direction, but the ball speed, I think, just probably wasn't quite fast enough. The defender was zooming right in and managed to get her hand to it. Miscommunication, very fortunate, I think, for Llabten. Very fortunate for Sneakers that is their throw-in. Mandeep gathers the rebound. Strong contest there from Kaiwei. Gets pulled up for the contact. Llabten remain in possession. Charlotte trying to hold against Rina, but Rina obviously matching in terms of height for Charlotte, so can't quite get the lob in to Charlotte as per usual. Here's Milia with the ball again, as she's from Malawi, getting involved in play. Long bomb from Anna to Kaiwei into the goal circle for an attempt. Doesn't quite sink that one in. Sneakers scramble for repossession there. Kaiwei will sink goal number 18 for Sneakers. Quick send pass. Mandeep holding front space. Anna not quite comfortable to offload it. Forces Mandeep to reposition herself. Finds herself a lot freer. Receives the ball. Sinks goal number 19. Llabten now 3 goals down. That's the classic Charlotte hold and the classic lob that goes over into her. Charlotte does have the height advantage over Uzma, so that feed to her has been working out pretty well for Llabten so far. Kaiwei now with a quick 1-2 between her and Anna. She sinks in that goal pretty easily. Tactical change now for Sneakers. Just a swap in position between Uzma and Rina. Rina going back to the goal defense and Uzma coming into the goal defense. Perhaps they've identified that the hold from Charlotte requires a bit of a height matchup. So in goes Rina. quick little offload, but Charlotte just being very smart now to adapt her play, choosing the front hold instead against Rina. So it is more visible, she becomes more visible rather. I think very good adaptation there from Charlotte, just recognizing that she needs to do something different against a defender who matches up in height with her. Sneakers just going about their ways, you know, send pass attack, very efficient. Seems pretty easy for them so far. They will be riding on that wave. Llabten, on the other hand, having to be very patient, working the ball a little bit harder than Sneakers. Llabten now with the throw in. Amelia getting a hand to it. Just contact. Charlotte now popping out for the ball. She has incredibly long legs, so that one lunge could bring her pretty close to the goal post. Again, just really easy for Sneakers. Amanda just having to take a couple of attempts in this range. A little bit uncharacteristic from her, but after all, it is what it is. If you miss, you just got to get a rebound and go again. Charlotte now out of the circle. How will she handle this? Sneaking behind to Rina, asking for a triangle. Good shot there, great amount of work. Llabten with a turnover. Charlotte getting very involved very early, very high up. Eventually the ball finds the goal shooter, but she's just a bit too wide. I don't know how Rachel managed to gather that, but she does. And there we have it. That's goal number 21 for Llabten. In this quarter, Llabten is in the lead just by the 1 goal. And that's the lob we typically see into the circle. And here Sneakers is with so much space. Melia there just playing the ball down through the middle channel, feeding it to Amanda, sinks it in. She was basically uncontested through most of it through court attack. Good front cut there by the center Amelia. Nice little bounce pass, offloads it to the goal shooter. Gathers the rebound. Strong hands there for the rebound. Sneakers now 3 goals in the lead. Rina just getting the front space now, so that's where the height advantage comes for her. Well, she doesn't quite have an advantage, I think. I'll have to look at the numbers, but perhaps she is a little bit taller than Charlotte. Charlotte does stand at 179 centimeters. And Rina is at 180, so just 1 centimeter that differentiates between Rina and Charlotte. Sneakers back in possession, and they're back in the lead. This current quarter score stands at 10-8. 4 goals separate the two teams. It is 25-21. 6 minutes left on the clock. 1 minute to the super shot. Kyrie thought about it, but decides to offload it instead. Amanda finds herself all alone under the goalpost and extends Sneakers' lead. cross-court ball there. Trying to play some triangles. 25 seconds to the super short contact call there. Beautiful shot there. 4 goals only separate the two teams. Very, very closely contested. I think Llabten is doing a massive amount of work and a really good job so far. But Sneakers are unfazed. And 5 minutes on the clock, the siren sounds and indicates the start of the activation, rather, of the super short zone. That pass was way overcooked to the goal shooter. So Sneakers now will be in possession. Amandeep in the super short zone has an attempt. Kyrie gathers the rebound, puts in a one-pointer. Goal shooter in the super short zone sinks it in this time without any hesitation. So that's 2 points on the board and added for Sneakers. Again, if you didn't hear earlier. Oh, beautiful defensive effort there from Uzma, just getting off the body, reading the play so well, going for an intercept. Couldn't quite get a hold of it. Unfortunately, no one in the Sneakers to help her regather, but what a beautiful effort there from Uzma. Amandeep now in the 2 in the similar range, or similar angle rather, from earlier. Being very, very patient with the ball. Throw in to Llabten. Charlotte finds herself in the 2. Sings that one in, beautiful super shot. Tactical sub now for Llabten. We saw Janine earlier, who is coming on now at wing attack position. Earlier in the first quarter, she did go down, seemingly a little tweak of the ankle, but she is back now in the wing attack position, and Rachel goes back to the center. Oh, nope, change plans. We will change back around. Janine will feature in center and Rachel will stay on at wing attack. Two minutes, 30 seconds on the clock remaining. Putting a massive amount of pressure there. Sneakers, Anna now with the intercept. Kaiwei with the 2. Interestingly, all 3 attempts of the super short for Sneakers have been on this side of the goal circle. The side that's closer to the bench. But Armandi will take the 2. Thank you very much. 31-25. This is 6 goals, or in super shot terms, 3 super shots for Llabten to equalize. Goal shooter in the 1. 7 goals of difference, 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Llabten in possession of the center pass. Here's Janine to Rachel. Wing attack with the ball thought she saw an opportunity to feed there, but the shooter was covered by 2 defenders. 1 minute remaining on the clock. Sneakers in possession of the ball. Melia getting her hands on the ball. Beautiful feed to the goal attack. Goal shooter just popping out at the right time. Sinks in another super shot. 40 seconds on the clock. Sneakers in possession. Amadi can't shoot from there. One of her foot just went out of the circle, so she wasn't holding in the circle. She had to play it out. Kaiwei with an attempt on the super shot. But Llabten now in possession, 20 seconds on the clock. Plenty of time really to bring the ball down. Just not quite the right decision there on true court attack. Goal shooter with the super shot, and she sings that one in. Amazing stuff here. And with that, it puts Sneakers with at 11 goals the advantage, and that's how the second quarter ends. Halftime score 36 to Sneakers, Llabten 25. Welcome back to the second half of the Deloitte Netball Super League 2026. The first match of the day is between Llabten and Sneakers. At halftime, the score was 36-25. Sneakers really capitalizing on the super shot to pull the lead. It is currently 11 goals, the difference between the two teams. And we see Sneakers here with the first center pass of the day. Also, the first throw-in goes to Llabten. That is Falida, international player. In round 2, we will see the feature of international players from Uganda, Malawi, and Zimbabwe. One international player from each team will feature in these round 2 games. If you missed it earlier, the international players are to take the court for a minimum of 2, maximum of 3 quarters. So Falida is back now for her second quarter. Beautiful intercept there by the goalkeeper of Llabten. Llabten have come back into this third quarter with renewed spirits. The tempo and intensity has increased quite a bit for Llabten. Beautiful shot there by Charlotte. So that is Llabten's center pass now. Struggling to find a feed to either of the shooters, the center of Llabten. The same spot as Rachel earlier, and again struggling. Usma and Rina, the goal defense and goalkeeper of Sneakers, doing a massive amount of work just to shut down both options from the shooters inside the goal circle. Having to play it back once again. But this time, the option opens up through the goal shooter. She will take that one in, puts the first 2 goals of the third quarter for Llabten. But Sneakers will be unfazed. They are in the lead. Beautiful work effort there by the goalkeeper. Again, she just confuses the space, challenges it enough to cut out the goal shooter as an option, and Llabten again back in position. Earlier in the first quarter, Falida featured also in the goal defense position, and it really helped the Llabten in their true court defense. Offside call there against Falida, so it will be Sneakers to take the turnover, having to play back. Sneakers seem to be a little bit ruffled. Llabten really coming out very strong in this third quarter. Very determined. We love to see this kind of resilience in sport. Oh, Janine just using the real corners of her eyeballs to sight Charlotte just completely free. Defenders just moved away from Charlotte enough for a feed. A beautiful vision there. Literally using the limits of her peripheral vision. And here they go again. Very patient. Working the ball slowly. Hitting the circle edge once again, but will the ball go in? Yes, it does. Quick little 1-2. Shuffles herself a little bit closer to the goal post, sings that goal in. Kaiwei just so smart. You know, she's got secured very good front space. Very good positioning in front of the defender there, so just allowing the ball to roll closer to the goalpost before picking it up. That's the quick, efficient center pass attack that we're so used to seeing from Sneakers, and is rewarded through a Mandip. 8 goals the difference now. We started the quarter at a 11 goal difference between these two teams. And I just have to say that if you haven't been keeping up with the games through the competition, that's all right, I'll keep you updated. In the first round, when these two teams first met, the final score line was set at 33-90 to Sneakers. And I have to say that Llabten has grown significantly weekend on weekend. And they are definitely not a team to be undermined. Just 9 goals of difference now. Huge improvement for Llabten. But Sneakers come with so much experience that I'm sure they will not let this renewed spirit of Llabten crush theirs. They've just been in a calm, steady state, Sneakers. Easy pass there to the goal shooter. Just can't quite sink that one in. Serena, the goalkeeper rather, will take the turnover, but Falida comes in with an intercept, or a tip rather, pick up from Llabten, and they clean that one up to sink in goal number 6. They are in the lead this quarter. It is 4-6 to Llabten if we're looking just at the quarter score. Falida with the rebound. Beautiful jump there by the goalkeeper of Llabten to just shake Amandip enough to miss that shot. Oh, long ball to Charlotte. She was stretched out to receive that. Oh, another stretched out pass to the goal shooter. And here's Faith. She will take the shot. Rena gathers the rebound, and here Sneakers go. Plays it long now to Anna. 2v1 in the circle against the goal shooter, but goal attack just does enough to pull one of the defenders away from her goal shooter, and that's how Sneakers puts in goal number 5 for this quarter in 41. 7 minutes on the clock. We're about halfway through this third quarter of the game. This quarter has been very closely contested. Good defensive effort there by the goalkeeper of Llabten. The Sneakers defenders there just trying to have a go at the intercepts, just overcommitting and leaving the attackers down the line a little bit free. So quite an easy passage of play there that opened up for Llabten. Quick setup of the penalty by the goal attack. Amandi having a go again, but Falida just cleaning up the rebound. And here goes Llabten. Falida again getting very involved in the true court attack. Goal shooter coming out of the circle, tries to bounce it to her goal attack. Usma says, nope, not going to happen under my watch. And here we are back in the Sneakers attacking goal third and goal circle. Quick little bounce pass, or as Kyrie likes to call it, a sneaky pass to her goal shooter. Quick 2 passes to the circle edge. The third one will find a feeder. Goal shooter opens up there. Oh, Charlotte just struggling to find the net. Sneakers defenders doing a massive amount of work, just cleaning up the rebounds. Good take there by Uzma. And that siren indicates yet another super shot activation. And just you watch and see, this 5 minutes is gonna get a little bit crazy. Teams really want to capitalize on the super shot to either close the gap or extend the lead, but the 2-pointers really do make all the difference in the games. Llabten will look to take that 2 through Faith. Bounces out. And here go Sneakers in the second quarter. The previous quarter, Sneakers really capitalized on the 2-pointers, and that put them in a very strong lead against Llabten. And here goes Kaiwei. Pulls the score difference out to 12 goals. Amandit now with the 2. Sings that one in. She might have missed a few earlier in this quarter, but she's locked in and she knows how valuable those 2-pointers are. A little bit of a fumble there from Llabten, so Sneakers are back in possession. That ball was held for a pretty long time, but here Llabten is in possession. Being very patient. They will definitely want to go for the 2s, but Charlotte lends in the 1, but she will take it. Sometimes you just have to take the 1s, not take the risk, build some confidence back up, but 5 minutes is a very short time. It is 3 minutes now to the end of the quarter. If you're looking at the quarter score, it is currently 11-9, so we can say that the super shot have kind of helped the Sneakers a little bit in this quarter. Llabten is doing a massive amount in this quarter to keep it close, but Kaiwei will put in another one. Puts them 15 goals ahead of Llabten. Janine all by herself at the circle edge. Can't quite find an option over the hands of her defenders. Charlotte now in the 2. Rena will jump. She sings that in 2 for Llabten. 2 minutes, 20 seconds remaining. Beautiful run and pass there. Massive effort from the goalkeeper, just chasing Amandip down. And here she is, Amandip with the 2. They're so good at that, the super shots. Amandip actually currently, or rather at the end of the first round, she sits on top of the super shot scoreboard. She is the shooter that has got the most number of super shots in this tournament. Charlotte now will take the 1 while I get the exact number for you. Yep, so round 1 super shot leaderboard. Amandip, the goal shooter of Sneakers, has put in a total of 36 super shots. So she's quite the super shot specialist. Kaiwei, her goal attacking counterpart, has 16 super shots to her name at the end of round 1. This is only game number 2 of round 2. Meanwhile, on the other end of things, Llabten also has a super shot specialist. Charlotte, the goal shooter, has 20 super shots to her name. So plenty of action for you here at the Deloitte Netball Super League 2026. We're coming at you live from Jurong Esports Hall. It's a long, long way away. So we're so glad that we're able to live stream these games to you so that we can share the love of this game to so many of you, not just in Singapore, but around the world as well. Charlotte will have another attempt at the 2, but Rena regathers. 35 seconds on the clock. Try to quick Try to put a quick bounce pass to Amandip. Llabten with possession. One long pass, two long passes, 15 seconds, 14. Charlotte with the one, she'll take it. Why risk it? Stay in the game. 14 goals is the difference between the two teams. 2 seconds, anytime now. Here goes the buzzer. And that's the end of the third quarter. Third quarter score, 52-38 to Sneakers. Welcome back to the final quarter of Game 1 of the Deloitte Netball Super League 2026. We're in round 2 right now. This is the second round of games in round 2, if that makes sense. But yeah, so second games for all the teams in round 2. And this weekend we start with Sneakers taking on Llabten. Llabten, the team in black, and Sneakers, the team in purple. Sneakers have gone off on a very strong charge, particularly in that second quarter. 14 goals differentiate the two teams. But with the super shot in play in the final 5 minutes of each quarter, really anything can happen. Goal attack taking the first goal of the quarter. We have Milia there, the center of Sneakers. She is from Malawi. She's 20 years old, has 4 international caps to her name. So each team has an invited international player to feature in round 2 of the Deloitte Netball Super League 2026. Very exciting stuff, as it does change the strategies and how the game is played for all the teams, all 6 teams in the Deloitte Netball Super League. The lob to Charlotte is something that we've seen time and time again through this game. And we'll also see a lob here to Kai Wei. Just contact call there against Falida of Llabten. Little bit of a fumble between both teams, but it will be Llabten that gathers the throw in. Rena just getting up in the air to swat the ball away. And here they are with the through court attack. Overcooking the pass just a tiny bit. Milia to Anna. Anna now at the circle edge will feed it to the goal attack. She was double marked, had 2 sets of hands over that shot, but sinks it in with ease. Oh. Falida was just right in front of Amandeep as she received the ball. She didn't move back, didn't make an attempt to move back. I don't know what's the story there, but Amandeep just trying, I guess, to signal that she needs space, she needs to get back, and not there's an obstruction. Push the ball into her, and yeah, contact call there against Amandeep. So Llabten now in possession. Oh, there's a pretty hard knock of the knee that Rena took, but she's back up. Tactical called injury rather. Oh no, maybe umpire's time. Just to wipe the courts. It does get a little bit slippery when the players hit the deck and they're all sweaty. A lot of these players have played almost the full game now, so we want to make sure that the surface is safe for everyone to play at. Several swaps now. Sneakers using this time as well to make some tactical changes. Miscommunication, it seems. Farhana coming off. Rena and Uzma swap. Ten minutes remaining on the clock for this final quarter, and 10 minutes remaining in this game between Sneakers and Llabten. It is 16 goals, the difference between these two teams, and I think the mission is really clear. Sneakers will want to see out this game and pull the lead as far as possible, and the Llabten would want to close down the lead and see how close they can finish really against Sneakers. Sneakers is one of the powerhouse teams in this Deloitte Netball Super League, featured in many finals of the Netball Super League. They've come out as champions as well in several editions of the Netball Super League. Really a force to reckon with. Llabten on the flip side, relatively younger in the Netball Super League scene as compared to Sneakers, but have really shown their worth through the competition in this edition and previous as well. Beautiful 1-2 there in the center pass attack for Llabten. Contact call there against Usma. Charlotte will take the penalty shot. There she goes. Ooh. Just fumbled the ball there by Amelia. Amandi Benkai wave of Sneakers can get really very creative and offer a lot of flair in their play. However, sometimes that doesn't quite pay off, as we've just seen. But when it does happen and when it is executed and is successful, is one of the most wonderful things to watch. It's been a very, very closely contested match so far. I would say for the most part in this game between Sneakers and Llabten. I would say it's really the second quarter that have made all the difference for Sneakers and put them in a very big advantage where they've capitalized on the super shot very strongly to give them this big lead. Sneakers are a very proud club as well with tons of history. They always have a lot of supporters that come down to these games, and I know a lot of supporters back home as well watching these games. They're very vocal, very proud to be part of their club. I also know that there are many Llabten supporters watching as well. So shout out to you guys. Thank you very much for tuning in to this live stream. And for every one of you from around the world and around Singapore, we are coming at you live from Jurong East Sports Hall. Not probably the most convenient of locations, but you know, we will travel for the sport that we love. So for those of you who do plan to make it down or do have traveled down to Jurong East to support us at the Deloitte Netball Super League 2026, thank you very much. Your support means so much to us. And for those of you who are tuning in live as well, thank you very much for coming on and spending your Saturday with us. We've got 2 more games happening today. At 2 p.m. we will see Fier Orcas taking on Blaze, and at 4 p.m. Swiss will take on Mannas. Contact call there against the wing defense. The lob to the goal shooter. She plucks that one in. Beautifully placed. Usma really couldn't do it much about that. We're 1 minute away from the activation of the super shot zone. Both defenders out of play there. Highway will take that close range shot, sink it in. Long lob there for Charlotte. Usma just contesting it, but Charlotte just came out of it successful. Obstruction call there against Fahana. will work the ball a little bit closer. Good shot there for Llabten. In about 12 seconds, we will have the super shot zone activated. Every shot that is successful in the super shot zone, where Kaiwei is in right now, actually, will be worth 2 points. And how convenient! Super shot zone is activated, so this should be worth 2 points. So every shot that is sunk in now in that super shot zone is worth 2 points. That super shot zone is quite far away. It is a 3-meter radius from the goal post. Quite a big distance. Llabten will try to take it. Oh, is she in the 2? She is in the 2. Umpire is just indicating it there. Amandeep now, she shot plenty of super shots from that angle. That one doesn't quite land. Contact call against the goal attack. Llabten in possession now of the ball. The quarter score. Oh, Uzma! Massive effort. They try to go long. They thought Charlotte is free to pass, just not quite enough on it. As I was saying, the quarter score sits at 12-11 to Sneakers. Very, very closely contested in this last quarter. Amandi will take the penalty shot in the 2. In the further range of the 2, quite at the edge of the circle. Makes it 14-11 now. I have to say, across the quarters in the game, Llabten has really put up a very, very strongly contested fight. If you take a look at the quarter scores, quarter 1, 15-13 to Sneakers. Quarter 3, 16-13 to Sneakers. And currently, it is 14-11 to Sneakers. Very, very close quarters. Like I said, Sneakers are a team that is very, very experienced. So this is a massive effort from Llabten. Attempt at the super shot. Couldn't quite land. It is a risk with these 2 pointers. Two minutes, 30 seconds on the clock. It is through the super shots that Sneakers have the lead that they do right now. In the second quarter, if you look at the quarter score, 21-12. Massive quarter for Sneakers then with the super shots. And it was from that exact spot that Amandeep was firing from and landing those super shots. However, it's not quite landing for her right now. Llabten really trying to get the ball into the goal circle as quickly as possible through those really long passes. That one just couldn't quite reach Charlotte. Sneakers now in possession of the play. Great defensive effort from Rachel Ling. Felida cleans it up, and now Llabten back in possession. They've got time, 1 minute 45 seconds. That ball falls short. Uzma did get her hand to it, but Charlotte just so strong with the take, so manages to keep possession. Again, Amandi from this exact spot. She's missed a few already in this quarter. She misses again. Rebound from Llabten. But we know that Amandi is more than capable of taking the super shots. She is the leader right now in terms of the number of super shots from a shooter. Oh, offside there by the wing defense. So it will be Llabten that will take possession, the free pass. Oops! Just rolling between the legs of Janine there, loses possession of the ball. Sneakers pretty much in flow state through court attack. Kaiwei with the 2. Takes the time, lines it up, sinks it in. 18 goals the difference between these two teams. 30 seconds remaining on the clock. Just to remind you that we've got 2 more games happening today. At 2 p.m., we'll see Fier Orcas take on Blaze, and at 4 p.m., we will see Swifts take on Mannas. Lots more super short action for you guys to watch, so do tune in live right here on YouTube through the Netball Singapore channel. We would love to see you back here for the other 2 games. I promise you it's going to be very exciting in this second round of games. 5 seconds. Okay. Amandi attempts. Takes the 1. Will that be in? No, and that is the end of the game. 68-52 is the final score. The next game between Fier Orcas and Blaze will happen at 2 p.m. I'm Angeline. Thank you very much for tuning in. See you later.